Great to have you with us. Good morning.
Thanks
you.
For being with Great us. To be here.
People are talking about this weekend as sort of a generational moment in the evolution of the industry.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, if you think about this Super Bowl, this is the largest sports betting event in history. This year we expect 7 million bets on the platform. 50% of those are likely to be player props, which means that it's not just about the outcome of the game, but everyone has some skin in the game, and who's your favorite MVP, who's going to win the coin toss. So it's really a monumental moment in time for the industry.
We were talking a bit during the break. In the early days of, I guess then we called it daily fantasy largely. But the thinking was that you wanted lots of games, lots of repetition. It would lead to sports like baseball and basketball where you get more chances to play. But what is it about football that is that remains all powerful, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think the great thing about sports betting is that consumers view it as a form of entertainment. If you look at the NFL specifically, it's our biggest acquisition driver. That's why it's such an important moment for our company. 40% of my new actives come from the NFL, and you see why. We have, as America's #1 sportsbook, we have over 550 different betting markets for the Super Bowl this year. So there's something for everyone.
Let's talk a bit about new customer acquisition and the incentives and the marketing spend. When you're offered what seems like a great, oftentimes is a great offer to start playing, is that a blanket incentive that goes out to many people, or is it all tailored to what you think you might know about that one individual user?
Well, if you take the Super Bowl, so for new users, if you're lucky enough to be in one of the 14 legalized states that we participate in, it's a great new promotion. It's 56 to 1 odds. So if you're betting $5, you get $280 in cash back if your team wins. So that's for new users. But for any user on our platform, we also have a risk-free same-game parlay, which is, FanDuel has been the home of same-game parlay for many years, and it's one of the most popular products we have in the NFL.
So, Amy, Contessa here, back on the East Coast. Let me ask you, if you're talking about promotional spend, can you lower what you spend on the Super Bowl, though, compared to other sporting events? Because, let's face it, it's a big draw. If you're ever going to bet on a sporting event, this is likely the one you're going to bet on.
Yeah, we're always fluctuating our promotions. And, there's a lot of science and data that goes into how we set those. Obviously, for the Super Bowl, it's the biggest sporting events of the year. And so we're going to be a bit more generous during that. And we're always looking at, one of the things that we're very mindful of is how much is it costing us to acquire those customers relative to the value. And we feel like we've done a very good job of getting that equation right over time. But super excited. It's a great promotion for Super Bowl.
It is going to be exciting for all of the operators, the number of Americans who are expected to wager, the amount of handle that's anticipated to come in. But we saw big problems, not just for FanDuel, but across operators last year because of volume in part. So how do you manage the tech this year so that it works?
Yeah. Well, it's something that we've been focused on since Super Bowl last year. And over the summer, we very successfully completed the migration to our own tech stack. It's a Flutter global betting platform. And that's really put us in control of our own destiny. But the other thing we've done is we've done a phenomenal amount of testing. If you look at NFL this year, we had volumes almost every single week that exceeded Super Bowl last year. And the stability of our product was fantastic. So touch wood as we head into the weekend, we're feeling very good about the stability of our product.